Good morning. I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day. It was great for me, that's for sure. Today we're reading from Jubilee, chapter 35. We're getting to the end of this book. So, here we go. And in the first year, the first week of the 45th Jubilee, year 2157 a.m., Rebekah called Jacob her son and commanded him regarding his father and regarding his brother that he should honor them all the days of his life. And Jacob said, I will do everything as thou hast commanded me, for this thing will be honored in greatness to me and righteousness before the Lord, and I should honor them. And thou too, mother, knowest from the time I was born until this day all my deeds and all that is in my heart, that I always think good concerning all. And how should I not do this thing which thou hast commanded me, that I should honor my father and my brother? Tell me, mother, what perversity hast thou seen in me? And I shall turn away from it, and mercy will be upon me. And she said unto him, My son, I have not seen in thee all my days any perverse, but only upright deeds. And yet I will tell thee the truth, my son. I shall die this year, and I shall not survive this year in my life. For I have seen in a dream that the day of my death, that I should not live beyond 155 years old. And behold, I have completed all the days of my life which I am to live. And Jacob laughed at the words of his mother, because his mother had said unto him that she should die. And she was sitting opposite of him in the possession of her strength, and she was not infirm in her strength. For she went in and out and saw, and her teeth were strong, and no ailment had touched her all the days of her life. And Jacob said unto her, Blessed am I, mother, and my days approach the days of thy life, and my strength remain with me thus as my strength, and thou wilt not die. For thou art jesting idly with me regarding thy death. And she went into Isaac and said unto him, One petition I make unto thee, make Esau swear that he will not injure Jacob, nor pursue him with enmity. For thou knowest Esau's thoughts, that they are perverse from his youth, and there is no goodness in him. For he desires after thy death to kill him, and thou knowest all that he has done since the day Jacob his brother went to Haran until this day, how he has forsaken us with his whole heart, and has done evil to us. Thy flocks he has taken to himself, and carried off all thy possessions from before thy face. And when we implored and besought him for what he was our own, he did as a man who was taking pity on us. And he is bitter against thee, because thou didst bless Jacob, thy perfect and upright son. For there is no evil, but only goodness in him. And since he came from Haran unto this day, he has not robbed us aught, for he brings us everything in its season always, and rejoices with all his heart when we take at his hands, and he blesses us, and has not parted from us since he came from Haran until this day, and he remains with us continually at home, honoring us. And Isaac said unto her, I too know and see the deeds of Jacob, who is with us, and how with that all his heart he honors us. But I love Esau formerly more than Jacob, because he was the firstborn. But now I love Jacob more than Esau, for he has done manifold evil deeds, and there is no righteousness in him. For all his ways are unrighteousness and violence, and there is no righteousness around him. And now my heart is troubled because of all his deeds, and neither he nor his seed is to be saved, for they are those who will destroy from the earth, and who will be rooted out from under heaven. For he has forsaken the God of Abraham, and gone after his wives, and after their uncleanliness, and after their error. And he and his children, and thou dost bid me make him swear that he will not slay Jacob, his brother, even if he swears he will not abide by his oath. And he will not do good, but only evil. But if he desires to slay Jacob, his brother, into Jacob's hand, will he be given, and he will not escape from his hands. For he will descend into his hands, and fear thou not on account of Jacob, for the guardian of Jacob is great and powerful and honored, and praised more than the guardian of Esau. And Rebekah sent and called Esau, and he came to her. And he said unto him, I have petitioned my son to make unto thee, and do thou promise to do it to my son? And he said, I will do everything that thou sayest to me, and I will not refuse thy position. And she said unto him, I ask you that the day I die thou wilt take me in and bury me near Sarah, thy father's mother, and that thou, Jacob, will love each other, and that neither will desire evil against each other, but mutual love only, and so ye will prosper, my sons, and be honored in the midst of the land, and no enemy will rejoice over you, and he will be a blessing and a mercy in the eyes of all those who love you. And he said, I will do all that thou hast told me, and I shall bury thee on the day thou diest near Sarah, my father's mother, as thou hast desired that her bones may be near thy bones. And Jacob my brother also I shall love above all flesh, for I have not a brother in all the earth but only him, and this is no great merit for me, if I love him. For if he is my brother, and we were sown together in thy body, and together came we forth from thy wound, and if I do not love my brother, whom shall I love? And I myself beg thee to exhort Jacob concerning me and concerning my sons, for I know that he will surely be king over me and my sons. For on the day my father blessed him, he made him higher and me lower. And I swear unto thee that I shall love him and not desire evil against him all the days of my life, but only good. And he swore unto her regarding all the matter, and she called Jacob before the eyes of Esau, and he gave him commandment according to the words which she had spoken to Esau. And he said, I shall do thy pleasure. Believe me, that no evil will proceed from me or from my sons against Esau. And I shall be first in naught, save in love only. They ate and drank, and she gave her sons that night, and she died 3 jubilees and 1 week and 1 year old on that night. And her 2 sons, Esau and Jacob, buried her in the double cave near Sarah, their father's mother. We want to thank all the mothers out there for all the sacrifices and love that they give their children, and the community, their husbands. We would be nothing without them. Have a blessed and wonderful day, and Godspeed.